Good morning, everybody. It's Sushin, obviously. And today we're going to talk about some 2xKO stuff. Mostly the training mode that they announced and talk about it a little bit. Talk about what I like and what they could add already just from looking at this. And then, give my thoughts on kind of the netcode and anti-cheat of what they're working on in 2xKO. So I'm very interested to see how that would work. So let's get into the training mode thing. And we're going to scroll forward. We're not going to watch the video. We're just going to go over stuff. Basic settings. I don't think I really have to go over this. Reversal, recording settings, typical new fighting game stuff that you need. Recording slots, playback mode. Cool, nothing too crazy. And now we have command list. For the command list, we have directional specials. Similar to Tekken, where certain moves you press a direction and press the move and you get a different move, which is very unique to Tekken itself. So really cool. One of the hardest fighting games on the planet. And now we get that in 2xKO. Now obviously 2xKO is going to be a lot different than Tekken, but it's cool to see that directional specials are becoming more of a thing, similar to Granblue, where directional specials are really easy to do. You don't have to do a whole Dragon Punch motion or a full Fireball motion. You can do it if you want to, but in this game you can't do that at all. You have to use a directional, which can be a little bit of a weird thing for a lot of people as myself or people experienced with fighting games to get used to. But there's nothing wrong with that. It makes it a lot easier for people to do the cool stuff, which a lot of people want to do, which I think is fine. But as long as the game has a level of high depth and is difficult to play, such as Granblue, then yeah, it's still good. It'll be a fun game. We got bot settings, typical stuff, except for guard action frame. This is very unique. I've never seen this before in most fighting games I've ever played. I don't even think it exists in most of the fighting games you'll play. But this is pretty cool. So I'm curious to see how you can use this to lab out certain things. We got air teching, so we can air tech forward, backwards, up, and down, I guess. All four directions, maybe more unique ones, or no tech. As you can tell, ground tech is none. So you can roll forward, roll backwards, or just normal tech up. So there's a lot of tech options. So it's similar to an anime fighter in that way. Bot settings, where are you talking about that? Okay, funny joke. For those who don't understand the paper or wood level difficulty for the CPU, if you ever played a different Riot game, League of Legends or Valorant specifically, there's a lot of jokes about teammates being paper rank or you being paper rank or yourself being wood rank. It's a running joke. I thought I'd mention it. It's kind of funny. Not that funny, but it is funny to see. We're going to skip past that. Obviously, you have gold rank and all dynamic easy, dynamic medium. I would assume dynamic hard would be here at some point, and more options or more interesting options will come in the future, but we'll see. That's all I wanted to talk about, the training mode. Now I want to talk about and think about what I think of the netcode and anti-cheat of 2xKO. So I'm assuming the anti-cheat is going to just be Riot Vanguard if you played another Riot game before, which is not terrible, but it is pretty annoying to deal with. So we'll watch this video real quick and give my thoughts.
We want the best online experience possible for 2xKO. So let's talk about netcode. Netcode's how game clients talk to the game server. You press a button and that input is sent over the network, so you and your opponent see the output in your game. Basically, it lets you play online against other players. Fighting games take netcode very seriously because your input timing matters a ton. The better the netcode, the smoother your online experience feels.
The music sounds very similar to Killer Instinct. Just thought I'd point that out.
Our approach to rollback netcode applies some unique tech that Riot uses for games like League and Valorant. It also includes dedicated servers and Riot Direct, our own hosting system.
So we're getting dedicated servers and Riot Direct, which I'm assuming is straight towards Riot network system. I don't know what that is. Hopefully they let us know more in the future. Let's keep it moving.
On a related note, there won't be regional crossplay in Alpha Lab, but we're planning to support cross-region private matches in the future.
Cross-region private matches. I can play my friends around the globe. I think that's what that means. I'm pretty sure. So USA to Canada to Mexico, South American countries, Central American countries, and Europe. Pretty straightforward shit. So excited to hear that. Excited to hear that. Most Riot games, you have to make a separate account to play in other regions for specific reasons, because you don't want a North American player playing on EU servers because the connection is going to be very bad. So he's trying to save your players' grace. But in fighting games, it's so worldwide that we play it from across the world from wherever we're at. And offline just happens to be kind of the biggest meetups for the world to meet together for fighting games. So it's cool to hear that.
We'll also be using Vanguard, Riot's custom game security software and anti-cheat tool, to ensure the highest level of competitive integrity in your games.
So if you don't know what Riot Vanguard is, it's their anti-cheat system. Also, it can detect mods as cheats. Not entirely sure. I haven't seen my friends who have mods for Strive or other fighting games have this issue. So I don't think you'll have this issue if you have mods for other fighting games. But if you do have issues, then you might want to delete those mods or look into those mods and delete them or whatnot, which might suck for you as a player, but it's something to think about when, you boot up a Riot Games. Just putting that out there could be an issue. That's the only thing gripe with Riot Vanguard. Other than that, it works just how it should work as an anti-cheat. Better than most.
That's all we can share for now, but we'll release a super deep dive into the tech behind 2XKO in the future. We want the best online
So, we're going to get more news about 2XKO, netcode, and anti-cheat stuff. Hopefully more about the netcode. I'm very interested to see what the netcode's about. With that said, this is Sushin. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends to see more 2XKO stuff from me and fighting game content in general. In the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Peace.